as you know, the description says, we're going to be building the city of Reinstad. It's a German, Dutch, Nordic inspired city. I forget what this map is called, but I picked it just particularly because it's really nice and islandy, if you will. Or not islandy, fjordy. Like it's got a lot of fjords, or not fjords, but like bays and whatnot. I think we're gonna stick with like the default area. It's pretty good. I want to aim to get some channels through here in the future, so we can get shipping, because there's shipping connections here and shipping connections here, so we can link those two up and get a nice shipping way going, if you will. As to where we start specifically in this area, I'm thinking somewhere here, so we can get kind of like a port going of sorts, I guess you could say, or even on this side too. This would be down. It wouldn't be open to that, or would be open to that. Another thing I'm noticing a lot, as you know, from North America, with European cities, is that there's a lot of trains kind of stick next to highways. So I'm probably going to end up keeping this. We can keep this train line here, but I might demolish this interchange here because it's kind of in the middle of stuff, and I want to build around that. And I might just route the train track up this way instead, down this way. Yeah, you know, let's get doing that. We'll pause the game so the non-existent train traffic's not interrupted here. I don't like how it kind of crosses over on the front either, so I think what I'm going to do is, well, just for now, we're going to run it underground, just like the highways already pre-ran underground there. This can also right about there. Actually, no, we can just do this completely like that. Just kind of freeing up the area, allowing for some better development. We'll deal with this little bit here first. Alright, just think so. Nice big, very gradual gradient downwards. Unlike that highway, quite an abrupt grade. I might fix that in the future, honestly. So we are, we're still not even at the same depth of the highway. The highway is quite deep. If the music is too loud, just let me know and I'll turn it down a little bit. I'm gonna go for a more chill stream today. It's just one morning for myself here. A little quieter than normal. More of a slow pace. Pop up back here, as I suspect. We're going to need to divert that highway later. We'll get this just run over top and back down. Actually, quite high for a highway. Take that back down. Just go one notch up this time. Just checking our routing. We're going to want to look to reattach ourselves to the highway here. And I think we're this far out. We should just run nice and parallel. there, so we're gonna big, nice sweeping curve. Some elevation with it too. We'll stay low for here. I get the majority of our elevation here. And back down. And you know, we'll make this little interchange here. We'll deal with that in a minute. We'll link up with the other track. You know, as this is my first aiming to be realistic, you know, semi-professionally designed city, you know what I mean? Like big YouTubers do it. I'm gonna try to keep stuff realistic. A lot of the time I end up just tossing crap underground and whatnot. And that's, you know, as we know, is not the most realistic. Just always have train tracks underneath the ground. Excuse that. Just that real quick. Sorry, every time I exit City Skylines, it takes it off the screen, or it takes it off my screen. I might switch to windowed mode really quickly. So now I can freely go in between applications. Beauty. It's a bit of a tight curve here, but what I might do honestly is go up rather than back down. Here. How bad is, oh, that's bad. Let's move it out and just grab this node and try to move it a little bit. Beautiful. Worked beautifully. You know what, actually we can smooth this out a little bit, or we can do a little better on this. Take that back to there. You know, we'll just start elevating from here. Just gonna cut straight across. Get as close to that water as we can. Try to redo this connection here. It's a bit rough. There we go. Get a little bit of a water view. It looks a little weird for now, but that's so very far away from our city. Not a big concern. Let's go and make that connection up here. So what I like to do is just draw a straight line right across like so. We'll trim off that end bit there. And then I like to make my connections. Notice a lot of the time I'm doing them in freeform. I just much prefer freeform. More freedom, as the name suggests, you know. Alright, now we'll go trim this bit here, this bit here. this little stub right here. You have a beautiful, very beautiful gradual train connection that looks base game. So we've just gone ahead and rerouted that train connection. For those who are just joining, just gone ahead and rerouted that train connection around the city, or around our potential area, as it kind of cut right through here and here. Just gone ahead and moved it aside and looped it around. Eventually we will remake that connection once we have a nice established city here, and probably a highway going to end up running through here. If we don't make this a port as well, or of sorts. But eventually that cross-city rail connection will be made again. Yeah, for now let's actually get some city building going. For now, what we'll do for this, complete the highway as well. A lot of corrections that have to be made here. I just want to make sure we got a nice foundation set up for city here. So we got to do a little lane math here. I shouldn't have deleted that far, if I'm being honest. We should have kept it, but we'll get some parallels going. What's the E parallel? It's not enough. I think it's gonna be 2. Yeah, let's go 1 though from the inside lane. There we go. That's beautiful. We only need to do for a little bit, anyways. And draw out a little more. Just to kind of get nice and equal. It's OCD. And we'll correct all the directions of travel just a moment. Just like so, that's nice. We'll do a 4-lane, and we'll get it to merge again down. I'm gonna get the center of these, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to here. Just turn off snapping. Oh, why is that asymmetric? There we go. Make a note there. Again, we're looking for some very gradual roads, smooth connection. This one I think I'm going to do a complex curve. Not quite liking how that's looking. So we're gonna just turn that direction around. I think for this little bit here, we might want these snap to existing geometry on. And just like so, very beautiful interchange. Well, not interchange, but connection. Do a little bit of lane reduction, and then down into a single bit. And then that allows us in future to convert this to a 4-lane road. We'll go ahead and delete this power line, bring it back a little bit, let's give some freedom just to develop a little bit. Like I said, I did want to kind of start out somewhere over here. That's going to allow us to get a small port going. Maybe we'll develop this little bit here, make it an old town. I'm just noticing the land is a little bit unlevel here. Just for ease of building, we'll go ahead and make this a little bit level. It's quite the drop off. this. Well, honestly, what I might do here is just widen this waterway a little bit. And like I said, so we can potentially, you know, something small, some small aqua infrastructure or marine infrastructure in here. How wide is our smallest waterway that we can get? Narrow waterway, that won't even fit. Wow. Okay, we have a narrow boatway, but that's just for fish, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so let's bump that up a little bit. Just go 250 on the safe side. We'll get a little flooding, but that's fine. Again, just a big kind of the bottom of the seabed here. This mountain or hill a little bit, and we'll try our best here to slope that back, but we'll really eat into this hill just to give us a good chunk of space to start our little metropolis on. Don't worry about it being sloppy for now. We'll just fix it with this one. A little concerned here about this pond potentially, you know, falling or leaking down, if you will. But yeah, shouldn't be too big of an issue. Round out this inlet here. Pardon that. Might get some little canalways going. Just some boatways. If I draw that in, that's not going to work. So. Okay, let's get our narrow seaway in here. Oh, it fits wonderfully. We'll just kind of sketch it out here. Sure, you know, all the bridges adjust to the seaway here. We can upgrade it to a medium, say from right about here on out. And this can get upgraded to a wide seaway. Right about here, I'd say, and then we can do a medium. A little bit of seaway math. We have lane math, but now we have seaway math. No water. What do you mean, no water? Ah, no water there. Gotcha. Okay, that's gonna be an issue then. Actually, you know what, if I'm being honest, we don't even really need this one. Let's get a nice curve going. I love we haven't even touched the city yet. Just focusing on some waterways that we're probably not going to touch for quite a while. But it's good to have this infrastructure already in place, figured out. So when it comes time to build your city and get on with your city, it's just a simple, easy process. Alright, beautiful. Nice little reduction to a redundant little seaway. We'll make a little turn around and add some action to the harbor here. I think that's a bit too close. Let's move this and scooch it on down. And if you guys are just joining us, we're working on the city of Reinstad. It's a Dutch-German inspired city. Not actually liking what's going on here. What the hell? Just make a new polar terraforming, we just make our seaway a little wider there. But yeah, like I was saying, it's a German Dutch inspired city. At the moment we're just kinda working on stuff. Building out some infrastructure. We just worked on shifting the entire rail line around this developed area, or to be developed area. We'll leave this here for potential little historical park. Maybe make this a little like fortress, you know, overlooking the bay here. One thing I do want to get starting to get rid of is these trees here. This mill or historical house. We're just gonna say goodbye to that. I'll keep this though. Yeah. Let's see if we can move these trees. That's a birch. Looks to be a lot of birch. There we go. Trying to get rid of a lot of the tree populace across the bay here. Another birch. I thought I already tried. Birch brush over that. It's all going to be developed anyways, and we'll add in some parks and all that, so not to worry about the nature. Okay, let's get a, I think we're going to develop this inlet here. I'm not really liking what's going on here, but don't think there's much we can do. Might just be a new word area. You know what? We'll embrace that. We'll embrace that a little bit. We'll make this area a little deeper. We'll kind of leave this area alone, then maybe we'll go develop down here. Let's get our beginning streets down. Get well, if we take a look at some of our other streets. Oh, I just realized my screen is cut off. Can't full screen that. Okay, give me one moment here. that's much better. Okay, so now we have the fits. If we look at a lot of European cities, there's not a lot of one main prominent street as there is in a couple North American towns. But we'll kind of pretend there is. We'll have a little waterfront, divided waterfront road, if you will, here. So it's not true. You're not really in the water. We'll the right side. Let's see if that's right side of the road, right? Okay. Let's try the new swan right here. This will allow me to place in the water. Just convert it on over to pedestrian road. Kind of cut it off there, and we'll deal with that park concept a little later on. And for now, we gotta fix this big terrain issue. Again, it's pretty much just constant terraforming at this point, but not much you can do. Let's get that fixed up here. Really just gonna make sure we got the right terrain point here. It's not doing anything. Just like so. We'll fix this a little later on. We might honestly just delete this for now. Just have an abrupt end. We'll focus on right here. All right, let's grab that divided road we were talking about earlier, and we'll toss her on right here, like so. Eventually, we're probably gonna upgrade this to a 4-way street with some trams or something like that. This will kind of be our main focal street. Have some one-ways kind of perpendicular to it. I don't know why there's no I have put a key wall on the roads. That's a mistake and a half there. Come back here. Really, again, I'm just overextending these roads a little bit, just because I can. We'll do the same thing that we did with that train interchange back there. We'll cut them down just a little bit. Just flip the direction of that one. There we go. And then we'll just do, if we can find a divided road. Maybe down to. In that case, we'll just do. Let's see if we get like a 4-lane. I don't want any parking. I don't want it to be too wide. I just want it to be quite narrow. We're not doing a 6-lane. And I did a little bit of research. Not a lot, but I did a little bit of research before this, and I'm noticing. Oops, specifically with Dutch cities, a lot of it is very long sections, and then they've got quite long sections, and then there's that looks like it's new development, and then there's the older stuff. I'm assuming that is quite windy and twisty and whatnot. So we're gonna do just some kind of Netherlands row housing here. Maybe some mixed residential, some of that sorts. I don't know why I did that. I'm feeling the road's gonna be good here. Let's fix that really quickly. I don't know why it's doing that. That's really weird. Just try going off like that. Yeah, that works. So down here, that's kind of screwing everything. It's really weird that I had to do it like that. And we'll just go ahead and switch the direction of this road here, just so we have a couple avenues. You can zigzag your way up and down. Let's get a couple city services before we do that. Filter by Netherlands. So we'll have a small clinic, and there's also quite a good bit of alleyways as well that I'm noticing. So we'll draw some alleyways. There's a natural little bit right here. Long alleyway across, maybe an alleyway in the back here, have some parking for your vehicles. We won't connect them though, because that's another thing I'm noticing. A lot of roads aren't, they come up but they're not connected. Just still leave that, so it's not a big teaser. It doesn't, seems very intentional. Do the exact same thing. That one's not quite straight. Yeah, like I said, folks, this is kind of just more of a chill stream. It's quite late. Again, like I said, for me, it's quite late. It's, very relaxing stream. City Skylines City. See me place quite a lot of these roads, like little nubs and whatnot. That's just myself adding some stuff to aid in the placing and deleting and whatnot of roads. It makes it a lot easier. It's kind of just allows me to trim stuff. We have German lines. So our police station is quite big from the Netherlands. So we have a police headquarters from Germany, and then we have a police station. I think we'll go to this German police station. We'll make that kind of a prominent feature on Moore Street here. Grab the office extension, garage, no extension for that, no extension for that, beautiful. Alright, and then last thing we're going to need is we're going to need the train substation. We'll get the NL substation as well, that kind of fits in. Aesthetically, do these match? Not one bit. These match, and there's a free square over here, a free set of stuff here that I can use. And we'll just run these power lines underground. That'll be the simplest option. No fancy networking for these, just direct hookup right here. Again, nothing quite fancy. We're also gonna have to hook up that highway. I'm not too sure. I might grab that highway and run it kind of back here a little bit. I'll kind of conform to that runway a little bit. Or not runway, that highway. Can't speak today. Pretty groundwater nearby. We do have obviously a nice port area, but I don't want to place anything big. I typically like to go with the groundwater pumping station, but it's not that. For now, we'll just temporarily place a French water thing as that has sewage, just to solve that problem until we come up with something a little better. I mean, that looks pretty good. We'll get I think we have some Mediterranean zoning a little bit. So let me just turn on some preferred packs here. Okay, so we have some medium density housing. We have some French medium density as well. Some French row houses. Mediterranean heritage. I don't think we're going to go for Mediterranean if I'm being honest. Just because of how, just kind of the area we're in. Turn on, forgot why we're looking at French stuff. We do have some EU mixed row housing. This is quite the nice pack, if I'm being honest. I'll place a little bit down so you guys can see. Rank that time. But like I said, I think we're gonna go for the row housing for the good majority of it, as that's probably gonna be our best option. Row housing. So we'll do some row housing there. Row housing there. I think for this stuff down here, we can use some German medium density. Standard row housing. I'm just kind of doing the fill method here, as this is quite the easiest method, and we'll take our lob it. Oh, that is not what I want to do. To get a corner unit, just turn on snap. Now I would love to see our zoning. I don't know why it shows me zoning, but I don't want to see it. Where's the zoning? Toss back here as well. So that quite literally knocked our zoning requirements out. We'll just let that have a chill a little bit. That's what our, so this is what our mixed density looks like. The one little bit I was trying to show off, and then that's our row hoses. So I might do, I don't know why none of our medium density is growing or moving up a little bit, but dezone that and zone that as row housing. Do a little bit of mixed density. There's some mixed offices as well. They look relatively the same. Some mixed density, maybe we'll get rid of these row houses. We'll do mixed density all along here, just to give that, satisfy that commercial demand a little bit. That should really help out a lot. Let's get that highway sorted, shall we? And again, for those of us who are just joining, we're building the city of Reinstad. It's a German-Dutch, Nordic-inspired city. More so Dutch than anything. But yeah, and again, just kind of going for a little more peaceful stream, if you will. Nothing too energetic, exciting, nothing like that. Look at that, we're already making that cross-city connection that we mentioned previously. I don't want anything too fancy of an interchange here, so for now we'll just kind of terminate that connection like so. We'll let that do its thing. Let our city continue to grow. I don't know where vehicles are coming out of. Oh, sorry, the service building is probably where. For now, we'll make just a very, very, very temporary connection, just to allow people to flow into the city, and to know that's going to become quite the hectic intersection there. But again, it's just temporary. Another thing I'm noticing too is we'll pull up real quick here. Good old Google. Just so you guys don't see some details. Zoom out a little bit. So I've been looking specifically in Germany area. Also Frankfurt. Where was it? Might be stupid here. This is interesting. Wonder what this is. Huh. Whatever. It's quite interesting. It's like a perfect circle right there. Oh, military ground. Yep. Protected health and woodlands crossed by. Oh, okay, so military training. Oh, that's cool. It's almost like a former airport there. Anyways, let's back on track. There we go. Beautiful. So I was looking at some highway interchanges. I'm gonna get away from the airport because those are airport highway interchanges are always absolutely mental. But even just stuff as simple as this, like if we look at it, it's just a basic, road over the highway that then interchanges, with another parallel kind of service road that we have here in North America. But yeah, just simple highway interchanges like so. Of course, as I try to find one, there really isn't one. But yeah, nothing too fancy, big, boisterous North American interchange. We'll just have some quite simple and small. We'll have a couple. Yeah, as we can see, this is getting used, stuff's getting built. What are you complaining about? This is what our German medium density looks like as well. Some of that as well. That's interesting. I've never noticed that a little bit. This is where the garbage is stored. That's really interesting, actually. That is so cool. That's really, really cool. Okay. Anyways, let's build some of these interchanges. Again, wow, this flooding has just completely taken over this little inlet bay we've tried to make. I'm going to leave this like that for now. Hopefully that kind of solves itself. That's getting very concerning, honestly. Let's focus back on what we're doing here. How long is that? 72 meters. Oh, that's BS. That's not 72 meters. It's 112 roughly. We do have quite a couple of these interchanges in North America as well. It's just kind of simple. If you guys have any questions or recommendations, just feel free to drop them down in the chat. I'm my best to read them. I think that's a bit too gradual. Again, we'll pull up the little Google here real quick. Let's grab that interchange that we were looking at before. So here's that interchange we were looking at before. I mean, it's not really a nice one. That's not an interchange. not even interchange, just an exit, really. Let's go look at some Dutch here real quick. Highway? Oh yeah, something like just something little simple like that, you know, on and then off again. I think this other side is because there's a street along here, and that's why. Try something else across here. Also gotta say, this is the most viewers I've ever had at once on a stream. This is wonderful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, something just simple like this. I think what we're missing is our highway doesn't go down. So let's just kind of restructure that altogether. Because I think in terms of elevation, I think they meet somewhere in the middle. Like the highway goes down and the road also goes up, but they do that to kind of even out that elevation, if you will. So I don't really want to do that though, because you know what? Screw it. We'll delete 3 segments. Only be for a brief moment that it's underground anyways, or not even underground, but just sunk in a little bit. Beautiful. That actually doesn't look too horrible. How that does that, man. That's quite disappointing. I'm going for a double wishbone here as well. That's really annoying. Turn on anarchy here so we can switch this on over. Launch. Remove elevated. There we go. No, never mind. No. Never mind. Okay, I think that's that meet in the middle concept kind of down pat, and then we'll whip and exit off on either side here. Get them running nice and close as well to that wall if we can. Turn anarchy off here. See, no, that doesn't look good. You know, let's do a little bit of terraforming real quick. Nothing too major. Turn that up brush size like crazy. Oh, that's the wrong way. My bad on that one. It's a little lower here, but that's fine. Just bump this on up there. Beautiful. Goal is trying to get rid of as much of this key wall, or not key wall, but this retaining wall that we can. go back to our road services here. Oh, that works beautifully. Do that on this side. Aha! And then we'll just take our smooth. I want that as high as we can get that. Just use it to smoothen out this wall here. Of course, it's not going to work at all. Beautiful. Love it. Just keep sloping that back. If you guys are liking the content, you know, give the stream a like. I'm not that type of person, but you know, this is the highest amount of views I've ever had. 20 concurrent viewers and 43 views in total. That's wonderful, guys. Thanks so much. But yeah, if you're liking the content, just feel free to give it a like. Not really the type of person to say that, and it feels very weird, but hey, like I said, most amount of viewers I've ever had. And again, if you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, just feel free to drop them in the chat. I'll try my best to answer them. If you feel it's too boring, just doing too much terraforming here, let me know. Again, we're just kind of doing a little... Oh, that was a bad one. We're just doing a little bit of a rough layout here. Just to kind of slope this highway out and away. Come back over with the smooth tool later. Okay, I'll be back. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna grab some water here. I'll yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. Give me 2 bottles of water, so we'll be good here for a while. Okay, let's start getting these exits placed down, sorted out. Oh, actually, before we do that, we need to put these roundabouts down. Wow, that was a beautifully drawn. Love that. That's not gonna have a jolly time with that one. Yeah, oh, that's why it's the wrong direction. There we go. Should be a lot smoother now. What's this going on here? A little cheeky thing happening here? Oh, right. I forgot to do lane math. Wow. Something's up today. We're gonna have to build a custom road, actually. On that road here. Just drop in a lane. Please and thank you. Should be 6 lane? Yeah, 6 lane. Beautiful. Okay. And we'll save this. This is going to be a 6 lane highway. Speed limit's 100 kilometers now. Woohoo! That worked. It's right there. Beautiful. We'll upgrade this side while we're at it here. Oh, I don't want a bridge. A 6 lane. And real North American with the design here, you know. More lanes always fixes everything, but just basics lane math. Nothing special. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. It's just a straight line. Boy, do I love straight lines. So that plays nicely. It's a really beautiful interchange. That's gonna bother the hell out of me. Like a lot. Let's see. You know what, actually? Let's see if we can get rid of these just in general. Hey, there we go. That actually doesn't look too horrible. We'll we'll do some more quick terraforming here. We should have done this before, but it's fine. Scoop that up a little bit. Get rid of. Main goal here is just to really get rid of this rock texture, if you will. Smooth that out again. Wonderful. Wow, guys, this is awesome. 23 viewers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, excuse me, I almost choked on the water there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Means we can actually lower this straight down now. That's beautiful. Bring that back down to its original height. Okay. And you know what? Let's get some cheeky little rocks here. Turn on anarchy here. Goal is really just to cover up that. 20 meters. Goal is just to kind of cover this rocky texture here, if you will. Some big boulders. And again, like I said before, if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'll try my best to incorporate them, read them. Play some rocks as well. I feel like this one we're gonna want to do a radius. That's a circle. Oh, that is a massive radius. Wow. These aren't rocks. Rocks, thank you. Oh, that backfired really badly. Let's get rid of all these rocks here. So maybe we shouldn't have used anarchy there. I'm feeling we're just gonna have to replace these by hand. This is gonna be really fun. None of those. That is really frustrating. Wow. Okay. You know what, man? We'll just do this. other side. Oh, actually, the other side's not bad. We'll just kind of bridge this little bit here. Pun very much intended. Doing it on a bridge. Pun intended, not planned for though. I'll just do kind of down here a little bit. That will do. But this side needs some help. Really just trying to make it, you know, a natural rock face here. Almost as if we had to, you know, blow into the concrete or not the concrete, the ground. I think now we can do a line of rocks on the bottom. That'll work nicely. Hopefully work nicely. Might take a while for us to get it down nicely, but we'll get it there eventually. Get some variation in here a little bit. That doesn't look too shabby. I'm not the biggest fan. We need something. I'll put, you know what we can do? We can put some texture or some surfaces underneath that. Call it a day. It's a highway after all. Not a lot of people are going to be paying attention to that. Driving by, you know, at 100 kilometers an hour. Try my best here to fix these little gaps that we have at the bottom. The issue with the rocks is they're really finicky. I don't really like to play nice. Like to fuse into the ground. I keep trying to do controls for another game that I play and it's not working, obviously. I feel like this is starting to become more of a hazard than while driving than a you know, beauty feature. But there are roads like this in North America, specifically around where I live, that are rocks on the edge of the road. Very dangerously on the edge. I don't know if you guys want me to change the music or something like that, just let me know in the chat. Or if you got suggestions, try to accommodate to those. Music's too loud. Anything like that. For all of you who are just joining, on why I said use. We're just building the city of Reinstad. It's a, like the description says, a German-Dutch-inspired city. Kind of on a port. I'll show you here in just a moment once we're done. That's what Reinstad is so far. Just got a little bit of it, you know, infrastructure down. Waiting for those demands to come back up. Also, it's paused. I just realized that. Wow. Rookie move there. But, yeah. Like I said, German, Dutch, Nordic. Mainly Dutch and a little German there. Nordic just on the choice of map a little bit. That's about it. That freaked me out. Holy crap. Where can I find our surfaces? I want to try out the new surface painting. I'm just stupid here. Yeah, that's gonna bug me. Zoom out a little bit here. Yeah, that's really weird. If anybody knows where to find said surface painting that was newly added in the game, do let me know, because I said I want to try them out. But for now, we'll just go with the good old-fashioned, drawing. You can find a nice texture, like a rocky texture in a way. I remember the ore surface was what I used in a previous city, and that worked fairly well. So, you know, let's do a little sample patch. Yeah, that'll work nicely. This is just to go kind of behind the rocks to bridge any weird gaps there might be. We'll most definitely come back to this and sort out this rock issue, mainly on the left side here. I just pointed at my screen, as if you guys can see that. So, anyways, yeah, you can see you just kind of filled in the gap behind that. It's a bit of a hard line. I'm not too sure how I feel about that one. Let's see if we can toss a couple more rocks in there, fix a run up. Just really trying to make it look, you know, natural, as if this was always the thing. You know, 100% is. I'm gonna pause because I can't deal with those damn cars zooming on by with loud exhausts. And again, guys, thanks so much for all the support. This is, like I said before, the most amount of people I've ever had on one of my streams. You know, typically it's like 2 or 3. So, again, thanks so much for all being here. And yeah, if you're liking it so far, feel free to hit the like button. Not one of those people to ask, but if you are genuinely enjoying the content, lets me know that you guys like it. That works, and we'll just add a little bit of greenery here and there. We don't want anything cultivated. We want something like wild. That's a bit too much. Big, a little too big there. Let's try to find some. We could do like a little natural flower bush. That works. Very beautiful. Toss another one on this side. This is what I'm looking for. Just a little bit of greenery up in here. Just makes it look a little more natural. Just like that. Don't want to go overboard. Also helps kind of bridge the gap in between the rocks and the grass. Right there, well, maybe we can place another one there. Again, makes it look more intentional, natural. Kind of helps the eye. Helps the eye a little bit. Again, like I said, bridge that gap. You know, there's always going to be a little bit of moss or some trees, or well, not trees, like some moss, some bushes, something like that. Maybe we can change it up with something like that. There'll always be something, you know. With rocks, it's almost never just rocks. Sometimes it is. And even then, it still looks beautiful. But it's almost never just rocks. It's wonderful. Okay, that's one interchange done. Well, we're going to probably end up doing another one just down here. But for now, let's get this interchange hooked up. I can't speak. Hooked up to our town. And I'm really not liking how this is turning out here. And I don't want to don't want to level that out because I have a feeling it's going to flood even more and more and more. I'm not going to going to be much we can do, so just kind of leave it for now. Well, what's this, a 2-lane? Ooh, we should probably upgrade this to a 2-lane with no parking. I got a little custom one down here. Just for here and here. Yeah, there we go. That makes it look a lot better. Wow. This looks awesome. Take anarchy off now. We don't really need anarchy anymore. You know what we can do over here too? We could do a little business park by the interchange on this side if we wanted to. Don't like this. Sorry if you liked it. Oh, what is going on with that? What the heck? I don't want any of that. Grab it off this node. Oh. I don't know why that's going up so high. Should not be happening. Let's push out this a little bit. Not liking. There we go, that'll make it a little easier. We can actually bring this on back just a little bit. And pause it right there. I'm gonna put the road down so it's in a way blocks off. Why is this happening? Why is this having so much of an issue? Again, I don't really like why this is such a different elevation. Ignore these trees here. It's such a goes up almost. Oh, actually, it really does go up. Stay at the same elevation. This is really annoying. No, we'll do. Force it. Actually, before we do that, let's select this node too. Oh, we need to select another node as well. Are there any other nodes along here that need fixing? Beautiful, beautiful. Just grab out here. Are we leveling that out, folks? I don't think that's 3 meters. Not gonna lie. There we go. Meter definitely doesn't make that much of a difference. up time. We need to really let's get some lower density stuff zoned in. Some Dutch. Yeah, we did all row houses. Let's go. Let's get some, let's get some gable houses. Along Bellflower and Daffodil Lane. Take care of that low density for us. Have a little change in housing. Again, we're not really too worried about zoning at the moment. Really, just kind of getting that infrastructure in and placed and sorted out. Leave this now that we have a proper interchange here, so start to see folks using it. Hey, probably not our first patron, and it's a police car. But first person I've seen use city interchange. That is concerning. That wow, this water is really encroaching on the road and land, and I'm not a big fan. I'm probably gonna reach our beautiful highway interchange, and I don't really like that. We're gonna make a little temporary solution here. It's not gonna look beautiful, or anything for that matter. We're essentially gonna section off the land here. This little City Skylines 1 trick you can use. Little water pump on the other side here. Just like so. Should slowly pump the water out of that. You need moving. Water level is too low. I agree. Let's get a road somewhere on the side here. Oh, what do you mean you're in the water? Again, it's not pretty, it's not elegant, it is not anything at the moment. It's just to get rid of this water here. That should sort that issue out, hopefully. How are you not connected? The road literally ends. Oh, it's a queue, that's why. Or a key. Yeah, it's a key, that's... sorry. It's only like 2 in the morning for me, so... Hopefully that sorts that out. Okay. Hey, our city gets to use beautiful. Oh wow, yeah, that looks wonderful. We're gonna do a little eminent domain here. Give them a little park. I'm sure they won't mind. Citizens won't mind it here. Oh, that's very annoying. That is. Oh, that's beautiful. That works. Just ahead of us here. That is not what I'm looking for. We'll just do a little mini park. Actually, no. Well, it's like three deep. One of these long ones. That's three deep. You know what? That park's sufficient. That actually works beautifully. Oh. We can do a little pedestrian path. Potentially, maybe not. Can I get rid of this zoning overlay? pedestrian path back there. That's sad. Been perfect. Little, you know, a little nosy that people are walking right behind you. But really cool. Oh wow, 30 views, guys. 30 concurrent viewers. I can't speak today. That's really awesome. Thanks so much. Oh, this road is completely underwater. Yet somehow people are still driving. That water pump is also doing absolutely nothing. It's, but we don't care if the water level's too low now, do we? We just want the water out of here. And then we'll backfill all this up. What's that direction of water? Okay. Not sucking anything up anymore. Again, this is very extremely crude. I don't want to be doing it. I don't like doing it either, but what has to get done has to get done. I have this absurd amount of water here. Plus, we don't have to worry about pumping water for our city. Just pulling out of a tree-filled reservoir. Very healthy. I'll work a little faster now. And I don't really want this reaching a nice and pretty highway interchange. Really don't want that happening. You know what? Let's do a little research here. Whip up the old Google again. How... say this is flood water. So people are just saying raise the terrain, but yeah, it's saying what kind of worked for me was pausing the game and raising the terrain around floodwater, slowly reshape the terrain where you raised, and the water will delete. Just make sure the game is paused. Let's just say how to get rid of water. Not flood water. I think that's what's confusing us. Alright, terminally use the terraforming little terrain tool to raise the ground, or use development to delete hidden markers for negative water issues like rising tides and salt water features mod to water sources. It is set mod. Okay, it's oh, it's working. It's working beautifully. Really quickly too. Only thing is, they've all just said water level too low. That means they're working. Beautiful. Oh, that's really bad. That is so horrible. Oh, dear heavens. Oh, lordy, lord. Oh, one moment, guys. Alrighty, my apologies. I hope to dear God that an autosave you know, occurred, because I don't. It was a lot of work. Based off of experience, it doesn't really autosaves don't really autosave. Well, I mean, if you guys were enjoying the content, again, feel free to like the stream. Lets me know you guys like it. If you have any suggestions, I mean, not much we can do at the moment. If you have any suggestions, feel free to drop them in the chat, or any questions or anything like that, or just want to chat in general, drop them in the chat. Oh, just wonderful. Alright, we'll be right back. Still be here, just gonna attempt to boot City Skylines back up. Looks like it's a little stable now. We can display it. Please load. Okay, let's see. No, why would it have saved? Alright. Actually, if I continue, what does that do? Hopefully saves. Also, is a really beautiful interchange I've got going. Tram lines, what looks to be tram lines running right through. Beautiful. Nope. This is a different city I was working on. Kind of ditched, but we'll make Reinstad 2.0. Hopefully we don't make the same water mistake. Come on, City Skylines. Oh my god. Why? Please. Alright, we're gonna do a new game. It was... Let me find what map it was. Ah, yeah. Tomper, whatever you want to call it. What's that? Yes, all looks good. City that we were just loaded into. Let's try this again. we were developing right here. I think for now, yeah, what we'll do... Oh, we're gonna have to do this again. This is gonna be really annoying. We'll just, for now, we'll just scooch the train line north a little bit rather than completely moving it out of our way like we did last time. That's really, really annoying. But hey, can't do anything about it, so. We'll try to get it like north of this big forested area here. And you know, it's really no, that's quite frustrating. It a nice little thing going, you know. What is going on? City Skylines. What do you do? For now, like I said, we'll just kind of zoom on by here and we'll make that connection later like we did the last time. Oh. Wow. Holy legs back there. And another one. Wow. Okay. So that's actually works out beautifully for us. For those of you who are just kind of getting here, what we did last time was we rerouted the rail completely. This is how we did it. We kind of, as I explained, what I do is I have them come at a hard 90 to each other, and then kind of back it on up and draw in an interchange, if you will. Go ahead and delete this. So it's giving us a headache on that one. There we go. Bit of an elevation change, but it'll be fine. Let's try this again. Oh! Before we do that, we have to fix our road. So it's not just a 4-lane road, a regular 4-lane road. We have to make it a highway. Probably end up bringing the highway. Or bring it back, actually, to right here. Right there, that looks great. So it sounds great. Oh, a highway would sound great, but hey. Did we lose our highway? We lost our highway. Fantabulous. Wow, that's great. Let's replace down a 4-lane highway. It doesn't really matter. Let's drag an extra car lane in. That works. We'll call this a 6-lane. There you go. Does it? Will that be possible? No. Okay, there we go. there. Alrighty, we'll grab our 3-lane. Oh, I did a complex curve for the last one. It's not the best, but it works. It works. That's beautiful. Awesome. Make this look nice and proper. It's a little too high there. Nice next to the rail line here. Just for a little bit, not too long. Oh, look, a train. Very long train at that. Just because overlapping infrastructure is cool. Okay, so now we gotta figure out how we're gonna do this interchange, because this is gonna be a proper interchange. So we're gonna need one lane coming off. You know, actually, this loss of the save might not be the worst thing. It gives us a chance to rethink what we were doing and have a second go at it. Let's let's sort out one side first before we hop over to the other side. Try to figure that out. I don't know why that's having such difficulties there. I have to just redraw this one, or replace this one. There we go. Now that's playing nicely. Okay, so yeah, and then this one you're gonna wanna, maybe we should probably extend that out just a little bit. What is going on now? Why are we not wanting to? There we go. Don't want that node there, so what we'll do is we'll do this. Just move it out. So well, that's a little much, but I wanted it to be this has to go. That's why. Let's draw a straight line out. Okay, so now let's draw. All right, so you're coming this way. You're gonna get off down here and probably loop up around. I might need to push that back a little bit. We'll put this back down to a 2-lane. Oh, what is going on? There we go. Just grab this node with move it. Just like so. Actually, you know what? Probably move it back instead. Logical. And then we'll grab this. There we go. Looks a little weird, but it works. It's very smooth and relatively constant speed, obviously, other than over here. Yeah, that's not, I'm not liking how not smooth that is. Let's fix that a little bit. Okay, that's relatively smooth enough. Whoa. Whoa. What is going on here? Alright, we gotta redo this a little bit. Not the biggest fan. Constant, let's turn constant slope on. Hopefully that resolves that issue. You know what? I know what the issue is. There's the issue. Much better. Much better. And let's take, get rid of this as an elevated bit. We don't have any other infrastructure here that needs to be implemented or anything like that. Can we Sure, I'll put keys on you. Remove the keys. Oh, there we go. Just key and a key, a key and a key. Beauty. Actually, we probably don't need even. Oh. Beautiful. It's okay. We'll just take the smoothing tool to it. Wonderful. See a couple cars take the interchange. Like butter. Love that. Not a big fan of that though. Just gonna know exactly what the issue is. It's this little bit over here. No, it's not that little bit over here. It's this node. Oh, there's two nodes. That's why. It's a little better. That's a little better. Whatever. Let's just OCD at that point. Okay. Not the biggest fan of how this stuff looks. I remember this was kind of that little nub that all got flooded in, and our interchange was actually kind of like right here. So I say we make that interchange. I don't. Why is that like? Okay, let's solve that first. Let's remove the key walls. Beautiful. Put some key walls here if we want. That doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all. Alright, let's plan for our new area to be kind of right there. So we'll start off with the interchange this time. We will upgrade. Six lane. 4 lane in the middle. Oh, I forgot. Actually, we have to let's pause that real quick. I also upgraded to the wrong 6 lane, so that worked out perfectly. Okay. So let's I don't even know why I placed that again. We're gonna have to delete it anyways. Let's do this real quick. I don't know if that's enough. Nope, not at all. Okay, we're gonna have to redo that. There we go. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Take our no parking. We don't care about overlapping items. We'll just whip anarchy on real quick and come over here and make it an elevated section. Then grab move it. All right. Oh, wow. We just hit 100 views on the stream, guys. Thanks so much. We'll bump that up to right there. And if you guys are liking the content, again, feel free to like it. Lets me know you guys like the content. And yeah, let's remove these retaining walls. And then we'll do that same kind of... Maybe we won't do the rock feature this time. If you guys want the rock feature, let me know. Personally, it's a bit of a pain to do, but it's quite fun at the same time. It's a lot of time. It's very time consuming. If you guys want to, just do let me know. Let's fix this up really quickly. Not really liking how this is looking here. Let's fix that up a bit. I want a little more gradual. Looks, it's just a bit abrupt. Fix that up all again. Okay. Overall, it was a little bit of a harsh change there, but oh, and you know what we could do? We could just remove the walls here altogether. Plenty of clearance on that too. Okay, let's get these. Oh, like keep forgetting. Forgot this the last time we did this. Let's get those in there. Turn anarchy off for this. one node? You are one node. Okay, so it's... Why? Ah, screwed up all my... No. Screwed up all my beautiful terraforming. You know, you try to make a nice long exit, and no. Why would you want to do that? Like, genuinely? What the hell? Hey, that works. It's a very long interchange. Like a little too long. Yeah, way too long. Try that again, though. I like that method of just one shot. This bit needs to be a little farther back. Okay. Right here. Man, why do you gotta be picky? Looks so good. Beautiful. Wow, that actually looks really good. That looks stunning. We're gonna take the zoning off the side here, though, because I don't want that. Yeah. No houses. No houses, no commercial, no nothing. Okay, now that it looks beautiful, again, let's build a town. Real quick, though, I'll be back. I'm just gonna stand up. It's been about 2 hours, so stand up, walk around, go to the washroom. Come back in a little bit. Alrighty, I'm back. Okay. So yeah, like I said, let's get this city/town hooked up. I'm gonna do a little bit of terraforming. This might backfire horribly, but I don't want that pond there. Nor do I want these elements. I want to just smooth that coastline on out a little bit. And this will just smooth out the water out of here. Again, and like I said with the other try that we had, we'll try to keep that castle there. Okay, let's get placing these roads again. Now, what's the difference? We got shallow and then deep. Let's do your shallow ones. Yeah, we'll just leave that there for now. Not too sure what to do with that. Let's get this terrain sorted, and really quickly we're gonna hit a save game here. I don't know why it's showing like that, but kind of cool actually. God, how far back are we gonna go? Oh, it's actually pretty flat. We're gonna be going far back for a while. Alright, we'll get a cheeky softened terrain here. Not cheeky, but no. There we go. Okay. Let's build up that infrastructure that we had before. And again, for all of you who aren't just joining, we're building the city of Reinstad. It's a German, Dutch, Nordic-inspired city. Yeah, this is our second attempt because the first one, the game crashed. So very sad, but hey, can't do much. Change the direction of that one. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Alright, let's get another one just connecting across the top here. I think I want to wrap this road this way. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's smooth. Ah, damn it. God damn it, god damn it. Why? Okay, we're gonna do a little move it trick here. Select you. Select you. And select you. Too difficult. Select our object type back here. We sail on out. Oh my lord. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, okay. Let's start getting some stuff down. So, zoning. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do some, this mixed, European mixed zoning, if you will. Oh, I forgot about, power. Yikes, and emergency services. Okay, let's stop that really quickly. Gonna do the same layout as we had last time, so a little small firehouse here. We'll put some alleys behind here too. Forgot about that as well. Little alley behind here. And why not? We'll do another little alley. Reason why I'm not connecting them at the moment is, well, reason why I wasn't, and still am not going to be connecting them is because it's going to screw up zoning. We'll just have this one shoot out. Not that far. Okay. So, where were we? Fire station, right? Then we needed a substation, so we'll go right there. Then what else did we need? We needed a water. Water, I'll go right there. We get a little services area. Is there actually is there groundwater around here that we can pump up? Yeah. Okay. We'll solve that in a minute there. Let's get this bad boy hooked up. Boom. Okay. Let's get this road hooked up now. So I'm thinking a lot of stuff. I'm thinking I want a 4-lane off of the. Why are we going down? I think I want a 4-lane coming off of this. Oh, is that going to work out perfectly? Beautiful. Alright, we'll get a little larger roundabout in here for this one. That's not going to work out, so we're going to have to, this is going to be a pain. We have a no parking one. Let's go to... Oh, no parking. Right on, there we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. No, 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 no. What? Why? Oh, dear Lord, that was scary. What is going on? It's just what is going on? Man, why does City Skylines always have to throw a wrench and stuff? Really, very annoying. It's still there. What is going on? If any of you guys have any suggestions, toss them down there, because I have no idea what's going on here. There we go. No, are you kidding me? Let's try leveling terrain, seeing if this works a little bit. No, not helping at all. Let me try moving this node out. Okay, that helps a little bit. Now we got this node though. Oh, back to here now. They trade sides. That is extremely annoying. Alright, we're gonna do this. I know we just spent probably a half hour on that, but can't do much. Game doesn't like it. Quite literally can't do a thing. Also forgot to do lane math on here. To upgrade a segment to our 6 lane. It's also a very abrupt transition to a 6 lane. All right, beautiful. Back at it. You know, while we're at it, let's just actually, you know what? No, that's a nice transition from a 4 lane into a 2 lane with parking. That's really, really nice and pleasant. Pun intended. Okay. Let's zone some residential here. So I'm thinking we go for some. Ooh, let's do some German medium density. Actually, you know what? Let's do some German mixed, and then medium. And I think that's all we'll be able to do for now. Let's just kind of let that do its thing. Let that develop up a little bit. We also have 0 demand for medium density as well, so. We also need police and medical. I just remembered that. Small medical clinic there. We'll do some police. There's the German police station. We'll do that right there. Looks beautiful. Beautiful. Little French water tower just in the middle of everything. That's fine though. It's fine. Alright, I think we're just gonna have to wait a little bit here for our zoning to catch up. We've almost outzoned it in a way. Outzoned the game. Oh, Pleasant Street's underwater. Pleasant Street to there. Why is that? Wow, what is going on? Oh my lord. Jesus. Okay, select me every node here, including that one. Bring it to that one. Beautiful. Okay, alright. These are gonna have to go. All we're doing is creating more demand for housing. There we go. In the meantime, let's get expanding our city a little bit more. We're actually going to save the game. This is not Reinstad 2, this is just Reinstad. Yes. Okay. Also gonna need to go through and do some graphic correction because that's not gonna be a it's not gonna be a can't speak today. It's not gonna be traffic light. No one's allowed to turn left, only right. There we go. Might dezone this eventually and move it out to like some suburby area that we build a little later on. Just place that out there temporarily. Let's place a parallel road. Like so. Again, just overextending a little bit there. So what our next facilities are going to be is some schooling. We're going to go some urban looking schooling. We'll toss in the other ones there. So, okay. Here are our different options. We have our elementary school, our Dutch elementary school, our German elementary school, community elementary school, which is relatively nice and small and compact, our urban elementary school, which is a little bigger, and then we don't worry about high schools at the moment. So these are our options. Now, most obviously I'm probably going to go for these two because they fit the region. You know, we're using the region packs to build. We could probably probably actually use the German elementary school somewhere here or on this or over here. Probably don't want to be across from a police station when you're going to elementary school. Now, the German one does have some upgrades to make it a little more, looks very gothic. The Dutch one has one as well. An extension wing off the back. We'll leave that for now. This one also does a playground. Fits it perfectly as an extension. for some sports fields. This one has the up high and the thing in the back there. So again, these don't look bad. I like this one. This one, honestly, if we had to go, we're probably not going to go with this one just because it doesn't look the best. The red brick with these ones kind of fits a little better. So we'll probably actually go with this one because this one's a little too gothic in my personal opinion. So we'll probably go with the urban one. If you guys want, have a say or wanna pitch in, just feel free. Tell me your thoughts in the chat. Urban elementary school. I'm thinking we'll put the urban elementary school right there because it's a little bit of a bigger asset. Give it both upgrades. Now for the high school. Where is it? So we have urban high school. We have a Mediterranean high school we could use. I don't think we're gonna though. A modern high school. Do we have any? Oh, no, French, one German. We have a German, and then and then a Dutch high school. So this one's honestly not bad, upgrades wise. An extra floor, and an extension wing off the back. That doesn't look too shabby actually. Kind of going with the same vibe as the elementary school. In another city, I had them next to each other. Now this one has a teaching building, a student dormitory, and then mindfulness rooms. This one has just an additional floor. I don't think we're going to use this one. This one's not really fit into our region pack. We have a gym extension and an extension wing, so that ends up looking like that. It's quite a little low. I think we're probably going to go for the Dutch one. That fits it quite nicely. Again, you guys have anything you want to toss ideas in? Drop down in the chat. Happily integrate them. That doesn't look too bad actually. Really nice. And then colleges and stuff, we'll worry about that later on. And most importantly, this is all probably going to get rezoned anyways to a downtown core area. Here's what that, I figured like some nice waterfront businesses. Okay, let's get a park in. We need parks. Maybe a parkless city. It's a crime. Park there. Really liking these. What's this called? The canopy covered corridor park. Really loving that. This works beautifully. We'll do a little pre-planning here. Put a pedestrian path down. To a wide pedestrian path. Anarchy through there. But you know what we could do? We could just anarchy all of it. What happened? Let's get that park. And we'll get our... I think it's over here, actually. Don't like this. We'll just drag out our surface. Can I not do that? Oh, is that surface? Oh, that's not great. Okay, it's fine. Looks cohesive enough. We'll ignore the hearse for a second. Never really pay attention to this stuff, actually. We'll get a post office in. Will this fit beautifully right here? Oh, yes, it will. It won't look good, though. So, I just want to kind of cram it in somewhere. We have three... a 3x4 that needs to get filled. 4 gap. You know, let's not focus on that for now. Let's place some alleys down. Alleys are always the way to go, you know. Connect it up through there. Do the same kind of thing here. Cheeky connection through the back there. And, you know, we could probably put the post office here. Thank you. We also have a nice historical looking post office that has an upgrade as well. It's a museum upgrade in the back. Put this in, if we have like an old town or something, that'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, we've also got the Westmont Tower, part of the skyscraper back, with another upgrade. This acts as a post office, I'm guessing. I'm not too sure on that one. I think our next piece of infrastructure, I want to put a train station somewhere over here as our big main station. Now, this was just planning for the future, very obviously. We got a couple options, though. I think this is the Mediterranean pack, if I'm not mistaken. No, this is modern architecture. So we have a couple options here. Varying in sizes, obviously. Where did it go? I know I have the Deutsche Bahn pack. Where did it... Ah, here it is. Okay, so here are 4 train station options. This one is the standard Dutch train station. No upgrades for it. This one is the standard German one. I quite like it. Got some upgrades. You can add an extra platform to it. You can add a rear exit. And you can add commercial businesses, which just add some little kind of food vendors on the outside. This one's quite nice, quite big, quite small lengthwise too. Now, this is the Deutsche Bahn station. Also quite like it. Very well decorated. You can add another platform and add another track on the other side of that platform as well. You can add a station cafe. And you can add some bike shelters. I really do like this one. Quite a big fan of this one. Actually, and I was mistaken, this is a metro stop on the other side. So this is, and these 2 tracks are bypass, and then you have platforms. So I really do like this station. And then we have the City Central Station from the Modern Architecture Pack. So there's an underground subway entrance. You can add an elevated concourse, which is quite nice as well. And you can add an office building. Just tack it on the side if you want. We'll put... actually, probably not going to end up using it, if I'm being honest. That office building. But this is, again, quite nice as well. So, if you guys want, drop it in the chat. Which one we like better. Kind of just leave them there to chill for now. But some infrastructure that we do need to get thinking about, though. Train will probably be our first piece of infrastructure in, and then we'll work on getting metro. Probably the last one, just due to the nature of what it requires and whatnot. All right, and then we'll probably also get some buses. Actually, relatively soon, if I'm being honest. Fairly easy to integrate. Not you know, not too demanding. Taxis as well. Taxis, they just don't look fantastic. That's the only issue. What's this? Oh, what the hell? I think I'm just making that worse. I had some issues. Okay. I was gonna say I had some issues with this station in the past where it would leave like little circles here, but looks like it's not. So that's cool. Alright. Let's figure out this situation. So we're gonna bring up the good old Google Maps again. As to not dox myself. Open it on my other screen here. Go back to the city of Frankfurt. So what I'm really going to be looking for here is how stuff in how urbanity or urban areas interact with highways. And I mean, that's just right up against it, but like I'm looking for proper big highways like the following. So it looks like they'll go right up against them pretty much. And just some good trees. So it looks like there's a major transit hub under here. But a lot of this looks like it'd be an auto park maybe. There's got Mercedes and Hyundai over there. But looks to be just lots of trees, as well as they tend to put some commercial around that. Oh, and there's a wonderful train yard. Okay, so I think for us, let's close that down. So I think for us, what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and place some vegetation down. Really vegetate the side of our highway here a little bit. Not too much. Being honest, I did a little too much in the beginning there. Back down to 50% brush. 50 brush width there. Just along the edge. I feel like Bob Ross. So maybe we can get a little commercial going up here. Just some like light commercial, nothing too drastic. Just really go crazy on the bushes because bushes fill in all the low-lying area. So those bushes can go in here as well. Okay. It's not bad. Fairly secluded. And again, we'll let's just try to grab an alleyway and just kind of right along there. Okay. So we'll do. We need another road connection anyway, so we're just gonna plop a road. Ooh, wrong road. Don't want any parking. I don't know about you guys, but I do not like the look of parking on the side of the road. They're very makes the city kind of look not proper, if you will. But in in certain areas, parking's fine, but in a lot, I'm not the biggest fan. So you'll often find dedicated parking streets like so. Anyways, so I think we need to put some factories, if you will. Let's go to commercial signature. Marketplace now. Want some like proper factories, you know. Yeah, that's an industrial. Oh yeah, there we go. Can't see anything. These are really small. These are way too big, I think. Way too big, yeah. We're gonna go for like some small little warehouses. I think what we'll end up doing is probably doing just a series of alleys. Well, this will probably end up being a road. Just kind of shoot off an alley over here. Like so. Okay, let's get those so fit nicely. No, why would it? Okay, we're gonna shift that alleyway over a little bit more. Gotta scooch just a wee little bit more. We'll fit that warehouse in there beautifully. Just like so. Oh, we could do a big Amazon warehouse. That would be sick. Actually, pretty cool. Eventually, though. What do you mean? Do you need an alleyway at the back? Probably. There we go. That solves half the issues. Let's just fix that, because I don't want that alleyway connecting right there. And then let's grab our surface editor. We'll drop a node right there. Beautiful. Do some nice grass textures, you know, as if they care. Boom. And we'll put a walking path down. Finish linking up what they have already here. Maybe we'll just redo what they have already. Just right across the front there. Wonderful. And we'll add some vegetation. We'll just see some low-lying bush cover. Oh, I forgot Anarchy was on. Just toss a couple little bushes down here. Okay, there we go. Now we just have to keep doing them for a little while. Alright, let's some static ploppables. We'll get some low commercial. Let's see if there's anything of interest here that we could use. Just give me one moment. Okay. Alright, so let's grab some the thing is with these are like proper shops. Or at least they look like proper shops. Kind of a little, actually, auto park. They have that, you know, Frankfurt area. Works out here. Doesn't look too shabby either. I like it. We'll put some grass texture down as well. Dealerships typically tend to have some pretty nice, nicely maintained lawns. Maybe a little too nicely maintained. Really need to get that texture fill mod in. That would be a really good mod to have right about now. There we go. That's a little better. And then we'll put some pavement surface down. Nice. And then we'll get some add some texture to this. Maybe not. want to add some, like, I don't want cracks necessarily. I just want stuff in general, you know, something to make it look a little interesting. Oh my lord. I behold to you the worst ever parking lot ever. This is not going to be a good one, but screw it. Very good looking little parking lot, actually. Not too shabby. And then we'll just net lanes here, get some fences going. Nothing too fancy. Tall metal fence around the edge here. Very nice, very nice. We'll get, let's find it here, actually. A billboard. Alright, let's look for a, what's this? Remember a car brand. City's car custom. Nah, not really. Set that aside, that might work. Chrysler's works. So we're gonna look CRYERSTERS. Beautiful. Don't want anything too big, you know. That visible from the highway. Beautiful. I love that. Side logo. Have like a nice big front one, maybe. Chrysler's is a gas station. Huh. That's funny. put something like this on the side. Beautiful. I think that's pretty branded up. Let's see what else they got. Just a bunch of neon signs. I was looking for some more circular, but no, that works. And then let's get a some branding, you know, on the side of the road here. It's a bit big, actually. Also a bit big. There we go. Cool. Gonna save that because that's quite a bit of work. Oh, we need cars. Most importantly. Oh my god. Can't believe I forgot that. Okay, we're gonna go vehicles. You want an airliner? It's all an airliner or an Alstom Sedatus. Residential vehicles. What do we want Chrysters to sell? So this is Europe. Do a couple vans out here. It'll be like a work van company. And then maybe we'll do a couple sedans out here, you know, some customer vehicles. SUVs. Different sedan models. Like a sports car over here. And let's ooh, some hatchbacks, yeah. Hatchbacks are quite popular in Europe. Couple, new SUVs would be cool. Let's get a couple sedans in here too. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Oh, wow, we can do this. It's actually pretty good. Doesn't fit the downtown area at all, but for now it does. Oh, and this is fully developed. Look at that. Why aren't these developed? So now I'm just kind of forcing buildings to place. Because they weren't in the first place. I'm not liking that. Essentially manually making things dense. Not gonna do that. Okay. Oh, come on. Really? Really? So yeah, you can see how much that kind of fills in the area. I think we're gonna have to rezone this little bit here to something else, because it's not really cooperating, if you will. Not really looking the best. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Now that we got that sorted, that area sorted. Let's see what else. Really liking this section. Find that auto shop because I want to see how much of a better job we did. Where was that? Commercial low. So it would be in here. Oh, there we go. Auto center. Let's see how much of a better job we did. Oh, they totally did it better. Yeah, much better. But hey, for us it was custom. We'll add a couple trees. And we'll add a couple bushes here. Oh, it looks a little better now. Looks much better. Okay, let's stop focusing on that area. Let's put another... Gotta fill this gap here. Something, right? Let's put something... Yeah, I don't know. Something long, maybe? Yeah, that works. Works quite well, actually. Service buildings that are just bobbles, okay. Now what if we little cheeky. Boom. Probably not gonna look the best, but hey, who cares? I care very much. But beside the point. Let's just put some some pavers down. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. And then we'll put some paved area here for some parking. parking stamps here. Oh, beautiful. You know what? I might do a set of that and a set of that just so I can slap a single one in the middle. Oh, actually, we should do that one instead of creating a custom one. We can just do like this. One little wheelchair parking spot. And then we'll toss a couple props down just to make it, you know, lived in. Toss the van right there. Beautiful. I feel like that's pretty good. That doesn't really need parking around or in and around it. Put a garbage dump back here. Let's try to find. I want a garbage truck. I just want a garbage dump. Or like a little bin, you know? The dumpsters. That is a UK one. Let's see if dump does it. Nope. I know they exist in here. I just don't want to go dig in for them. I believe they're in industrial props. If I'm not mistaken. Those are fishing net boxes. Maybe commercial? Excuse all the train sets I have installed. Maybe they're in residential. Wouldn't think they'd be in residential. Oh wow, yeah, it's shocking there. Okay, let's recolor these to property. So this one will have the blue. This one will be like a nice green. And then this one will just have to be black. Go. Some garbage. Oh, we can put some garbage decals down too, because we have a couple of those. Stains too would be cool. Too big. Way too big. Too dark. Actually, most definitely in here. Ah, yes, trash decals. Beautiful. Couple bits of paper here and there, you know. Someone missed the bin, or the garbage truck driver accidentally spilled some. We'll put some driving. Well, it's been driven on decals. No, it's a little too long. Let's go a little shorter. Okay, we'll do a couple mediums. That's a little too bright for me. Just like so. I'll kind of simulate the truck drivers turning in and out of this building here. I'm gonna grab the garbage. Yeah, this might be a little too much there. We'll just do a single one. Ah, even that looks good. There you go. Little garbage scene in the back there. Okay. Alright, folks. Well, it is about 4 in the morning for myself. I'm going to call it there. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said multiple times, this is probably the highest amount of people I've had ever watching a stream. So yeah, we'll save it there. And yeah, like I said, thanks so much for watching. And if you guys really like the stream, feel free to hit the like button. Let me know you guys like it. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Have a good night or good morning.